So wait, Mitch,
Yes.
you were camping.
And you're back.
Yes.
Welcome
And
back.
I'm back.
And he's back.
It was,
Are we
it
back?
Was, it was rough without you. We are
It
back.
was-
We're back.
Oh, crap. Ah.
We're officially
Well.
back now.
Oh, wow.
Boom, baby.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all good, though, because we're back in our delightful little setting of friendship and talkativeness. So, it's beautiful, really. But
It
yes, camping. It's a multifaceted camping trip, really. There was the cabin aspect, and then there was the actual tent aspect. For the tent, we were out at Lincoln Rock State Park, which is near Wenatchee, Washington. There is, in fact, a rock that if you look up at from certain angles, it looks like a silhouette of Abraham Lincoln, complete with beard and nice hook nose, and he even has the right up kind of hairdo that.
Oh, his string.
I guess they don't have high-speed internet in the Northwest, right? Or what's going on?
Well, either that or you guys are just bitches and you can't step your game up and figure it
Yeah.
out. But hey, I don't know.
That's probably it.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Can't handle your
But-
bandwidth.
Yeah, you can't handle my swag. But yeah, it's a great little state park out there. It's reserved camping, so you actually have to, you can get lucky and just drive up and find a spot. But if you want to actually ensure yourself a spot, you have to call in reserve beforehand.
Mm.
But it's great. It's right on the lake. They actually have sprinklers there, so that way it keeps a nice green exterior rather than letting it just burn and die, like I imagine many of the state parks in Arizona are.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's that fire in Colorado. That's
Yeah, man.
supposedly horrible.
Things are really burning up over there.
Oh, wait, sorry. I forgot. Hey, guys. Welcome back.
Oh, shit.
New episode.
Did we seriously just go we went...
Just 2.5 minutes. It's fine.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
All right.
Welcome
Okay.
back. New episode of Summer School. Not that it matters what we call it.
Yeah, it's
Mitch
still
is
working
back,
out of my
and
heart. Yes.
Jake's here, too. And I'm
Yeah,
here
hey.
as well.
What's up?
Oh, yeah. So, forest fire.
Yeah, that's
It's
never
apparently horrible.
Yeah, actually, my grandparents were gonna go up there, this weekend, but
decided against that.
yeah, definitely decided against that because they did not want to burn to a crisp.
Right.
Smart moves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess they only got 10% of it contained or something like that. So
Really? Wow.
Dear
That's
God.
I mean, it
That's
makes
bad.
sense though. It's if you've ever had just a wildfire on a small scale, I'm sure we've all experienced that. Just not an actual wildfire, but when you are kind of taken by surprise at the way fire spreads sometimes. You might be messing. I've done this as a little pyromaniac when I was younger.
oh, I was
Just
gonna.
playing with something, and then you realize how quickly it gets out of control. And you
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of panic for a moment until you get it, managed.
Yeah. All right, senior. Now I know what you're saying. Before I was like, holy shit. I have never been in a wildfire. Am I missing out on something right now? Is it is that
It's
status
pretty
quo?
common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a superhero, running
you
through
go.
the woods, putting out wildfires.
What
That's how I
kind of
think.
idiot god gave you powers?
I
Sorry.
don't know, dude. Maybe it wasn't God. Oh, maybe it was the devil, motherfucker.
I
Watch your
said
back.
what kind of idiot god? Implying it could have been any of them.
Maybe it was an idiot savant. God.
Maybe.
Doesn't
Well,
make any sense.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure how he could have given out powers willy-nilly, but hey, who knows?
He's an idiot savant, right? Give him a green light on the do whatever you want.
That would kind of make sense. More sense than, just all righteous God.
I'm sure you would like that, senior.
Yeah, I would.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So Mitch, you went
Yeah.
camp. Is that all you've done in the past? How long you've been out of
It
my
was
life?
a long time, right? It was a big trip. It was a long
I
trip.
missed you.
It's like I said, it was multifaceted. There was also a cabin aspect. So we were in Wenatchee, and then we made our way all the way over to the Olympic Peninsula to a small little area called Beckett Point. Fabulous, right on the water again. Definitely a different climate, but it's great. It's out near Port Townsend. And anyway, it's we just had this great time at a cabin. It was like me, and I think we actually got up to like 10 people out there. It was a tiny little cabin that a friend of mine owns, and we just we put our rage faces on, really. We also had a great time just cooking our entire meals together. We like make feasts where everyone.
You guys like hunt and whatnot?
Well, no, nothing like that. I mean, we hunted for deals at the local Safeway, but
nice. I see what you did there.
Right.
Yeah,
I thought it was good.
I know it was.
Thank you. Very nice. But yeah, like we kind of went a little crazy with it. We actually made like a homemade pesto. So we got like pine nuts, and we got basil. So we were just like hand slicing the basil. And for some reason, we thought it'd be a great idea if we like did a mortar and pestle to crush the pine nuts. So we actually just took like a big, nice grinding looking rock off the beach, and we like put it in the oven for a while so that way it'd be sterilized. And then we were just hand crushing the nuts, and it made a delicious pesto sauce. It was fantastic.
Wow.
Touch of rock flavor.
Touch of rock flavor, but gotta get that nice natural earthiness into you.
A little rock never hurt anyone.
Well, Goliath would disagree with you there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. There's an exception to every rule.
It's very true.
Little Rock fucked his day up.
Fucked his life up, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Were there 3? I thought there were 3 rocks.
It doesn't really matter. What really fucked his life up is getting his head chopped off in the end. But
true.
Yeah.
True.
I saw a painting, and it used to like scare the shit out of me. It was this painting of David with Goliath's head in his hand.
Oh yeah, it's like that really dark one, right? Yeah. It's like a bloody red head.
Yeah, it just creeps me. It creeped me the fuck out when I saw it. It's a long time ago.
Yeah,
I was a youngin.
God, it's when you sit back and think about it that a lot of the Bible stories are just really just kind of fucked up.
Yeah. And like Bible consequences are fucked up.
Also true. Oh man.
Speaking of fucked up, I have to go to the DMV tomorrow at 8 in the morning.
Oh no.
Or not the DMV, sorry, I'm getting my car serviced. But me, it's what I did was I asked them for, I was like, okay, so what would be the best time for me to show up, like the least busy if I'm, going to wait. And she was like 8 a.m. I was like, you fucking bitch. Yeah, I'm going at 8 a.m. So,
well,
hopefully my justification is that maybe it will only take like an hour.
Yeah.
Last time it took like 2.5, but yeah.
Well, fingers crossed for you.
Yeah.
So, the beautiful thing about waking up early is you realize just how much day you actually have. Like,
I suppose. I feel
like... Yeah, no, you're right. I actually had to wake up very early this morning for me. I, normally
11?
As senior and I commented very stupidly on my Facebook wall, and then in the podcast last week because we were so shit out of ideas, that I do in fact wake up around noon. I had to wake up at 5 this morning, gentlemen.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's early for everyone.
That's all too early.
And so this is the story that I'm going to bring to the table this week.
Bring it.
Just one, Jake?
Oh, yeah. All I need is this one. Trust me. We got 120 minutes. We're good. So I had to wake up this morning at 5 a.m. And, okay, well, actually, you know what? Let me preface this. Let me give you a little bit of background. My uncle, Paul Villadolid. Paul, if you're listening to this, why are you listening to this? He flew in. I picked him up from the airport, and he is a producer.
Okay.
So he's got this new show concept for the History Channel, and what do you know? It's about UFOs.
Yes. Oh my god. This is dude, Jake. Before you continue, I wanted to bring up UFOs tonight, so this was totally telepathic. I'm excited.
Man.
Go for
Dude,
it.
it's
We're gonna
that-
dive in like Michael
that-
Phelps.
ESP alien bullshit right now. Oh wow, well done with the Michael Phelps thing, by the way.
Yeah, Summer Olympics coming up.
Not super obscure. Oh, someone beat him apparently, right? Someone beat his record.
Oh
Some,
shit.
like Russian dude or something like that.
Oh hell
I
no.
saw a quick like headline, but I didn't click on it because I don't really give a shit. But it looked
Fair
interesting. Some people might be interested.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look that up, people.
But yeah, you're
Okay, so Paul Villadolid showed up at the airport. I picked him up. He's out here. He's doing this like this small. Basically, the show that they're pitching is about MUFON, which is Mutual UFO Network, and it basically it's like it's like an organized about a coordinated group of UFO hunters across the country, across the globe actually, and the most coordinated, and they're like other than the government, they're the response team to investigations and scenarios. And the interesting thing about them is that they are the ones who prove 95% of the cases to be false.
Right.
They're the guys who
because it hurts the cause, right? When people make shit up.
Yeah, but they'll go and like they'll see the phenomenon or whatever, and these people have had military experience and they've had nuclear physicists and astrologists, all these really interesting people,
Right.
and they're part of this STAR team or MUFON, and like star response team, and they help do the investigations. And so my uncle's shooting this thing, and I asked him if he needed help with the thing he was doing, and he was shooting it today, and he said, "Yeah, no, that definitely help out." So basically, what they're doing right now is they're shooting these small chapters, like 5 minutes of like an episodic story about one of the people, one of the few people in the thing.
MUFON?
In MUFON. Sorry, thank you. And one of the people lives in here in Phoenix. He lives out in Senior Beach Puppy. Do you remember how out of the way and nowhere Surprise was? Surprise, Arizona?
I've never heard of it, dude.
Exactly. It's on the outer rims of Phoenix.
Okay, it's too far.
Yeah. It's like it's not Anthem, but it's pretty far.
Okay.
So basically, I had to stay at the hotel he was staying in because it was like we had to get up that early, and so we get up, we're driving, and we get out there. It takes like an hour to get out to Surprise, and then we meet these people.
Yes.
We meet these people, and actually one of them drives out to meet us. And when he drives out to meet us, he's on like a dirt bike.
No doubt.
Sick.
Yeah, he's on a dirt bike, and he, it was one of the people who was helping the guy that we're interviewing build a bunker for the end of the world.
Okay, I've heard about that. Those like survivalist guys.
Yes, yeah, it was one of those guys.
Nice.
Yeah, he was interesting. But anyways, he meets us on the dirt bike, and so we start driving. We're following him, and we reach this dirt road, and then but we don't stop, and we like make like 12 turns on this dirt path that going on it for like 30 minutes up and down creeks and roads, and all of a sudden we get to this place literally about as off the grid as you can get in the United States.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's like this little shack, and there's like solar panels around, and there's this giant hole in the ground in front of this little shack, and they're putting concrete in it, and that's his bunker. And basically, the guy he's a really, really smart ex-military, ex-government labs. He worked in the national lab.
Okay, so hold on. So this guy that is convinced, or he has enough motivation within himself to believe that the world's going to end to build a bunker.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
And he's okay.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Like, he worked with a lot of and I quote, 3-letter agencies.
Okay.
He knows a lot of things that the American public will never know.
God damn.
Yeah, he was privy to a lot of information. Very cool guy. Brilliant. Like, super smart. But he was really into UFOs. And the reason why he's building this bunker is not because of the UFOs. It's actually because of another thing that he studies, which is CMEs. I don't remember what it stands for, but it's like a solar storm.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically it releases an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, and they run on 150-year cycles. And the last one was in 1859, and the one in 1859 shorted out every single telephone, not telephone because the telephone hadn't been invented yet, telegraph wires.
Oh,
burned them down across the United States, East Coast to West Coast.
So what are we talking about, 2,109 or something like that?
No, 150 years, 1859.
Oh, shit.
Yes. So the story and the idea behind that is that since it runs on these 150-year cycles, there is going to be one of these pulses that's going to come from the sun and collide into our super high-tech, digital connected world. And since our infrastructure is not prepared for a worldwide EMP, everything is going to go dark.
Right, and then the riots and that, he's worried about people.
Actually, he's worried about our podcast not being able to be on the air anymore.
Oh, I feel him there, man.
Right?
How will the people get their news without us?
Jake, you're fired. Enough's enough. You short-circuited your own story.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Just for the zinger.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, he's worried about this solar EMP.
It should have, if it was perfect, it would have happened 3 years ago, right?
I mean, yeah.
So he's thinking any day now.
Yeah, he's getting the bunker built as we speak, and he's getting it done before it's going to be finished by July 14th.
Oh man.
Yeah, and he started it in March.
Speed building.
Yeah.
How much? So was it like stocked up with food and stuff like that?
Well, no, they were only pouring the concrete right now.
Okay.
I was,
He must be like gathering supplies somewhere else.
Yeah. No, they have supplies and all that up there, and really, I mean, the whole thing, like, they're building this bunker. I was shocked because it took us, 3 of us in a car, in a rental car SUV. It was like a GMC SUV. It took us 30 minutes to get out there. Now imagine like cement trucks and like supply trucks, all the things that you would need to build a bunker. Like,
so is it more than one person doing this? I mean, who is backing him? Because like this seems like an expensive project.
He is loaded.
Okay.
He spent 21 years in the military, and then another, I don't know how many years doing this work.
He got a shitload of money to never talk about the work he did. That's pretty much what you're trying to say.
But also, I mean, well, that's for his bunker. But then all the equipment that he has for the UFOs, which, by the way, is incredible. He's got this RV, which was what we were really there to shoot for the show. and it's just like filled to the brim with this like super cool, all the crap that you see on Ghost Hunters, but then like 3 times the technological, advancement of that. Because the guy, he was like on the team that helped develop Star Wars.
Damn.
Back in the 80s, he was on that team.
Like
he helped
Star Wars.
The Star Wars, like real
Reagan
life
and shit and whatnot. Yeah.
like the government operations Star Wars.
This movie was cool, but if we could do this right here, that would be cooler.
Do you know about this? Do you guys know about that?
Vaguely, yeah, that they wanted to weaponize lasers and shit, right?
Yeah.
It's to stop the
Soviets
with Reagan.
Yeah, missiles.
And it basically came down to they ran the tests, and what I had heard about the tests was that they had come up with some sort of device, but it was really inaccurate, like 25% on a day with no wind, and on a clear day with no wind. And so that's the first thing I asked him about it. When he was just swapping stories. He was just telling stories the entire time. It was so cool. But I asked him when he was talking about Star Wars. I'm like, okay, well, what was the success rate on these missiles? He's like 99.9%.
Damn.
Yeah. And basically, it got to a point where
So he worked on the Star Wars program?
He worked on the Star Wars program, and the things that they were going to have fire down from space, they were basically...
Can we get him on the podcast, Jake?
I don't think so. He's off the grid.
That's what I thought.
Not to mention, he probably wouldn't be able to talk about any of the Star Wars stuff.
Exactly. I'm probably going to get killed.
Yeah, you're dead now.
Yeah. Man,
sorry, buddy.
2, 3, or 4 episodes ago, I was getting chased by Freddy Krueger, and now the government is going to kill me. God
This
damn.
Might as well make it a good one, Jake.
Shit.
This podcast is not turning out to be a friend.
No, really, it's not. I love you guys, but...
I mean, Jake, you don't know anything, so it's like...
That's true, I do not know anything. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so basically the things that they would put up in space were $250,000 each.
Wow, back then.
Yeah.
Money.
But the thing is, like, how much money does it cost to make an intercontinental ballistic missile?
I don't know. No idea.
Even back then, it was in
Less?
tens of millions of dollars. Nuclear weapons,
So this is cheaper?
So it's cheaper. It was way cheaper to knock a missile out of the sky than it was to build the damn thing and launch it.
Huh.
Yeah. So
it was supposedly all for defense, right? Like you couldn't launch these at places, supposedly.
Yeah, I think it targeted laser. It targeted the laser.
They were fucking. They had lasers back then, man. Like
no, it was targeted through the laser guiding system of the intercontinental ballistic missile.
Yeah.
So like it would lock on to its targeting track and intercept the legitimate targeting track.
Right.
So like it wouldn't. The missiles are laser guided,
Yeah.
It would find that laser path and intercept it on that.
God, we really thought we were gonna get into it with those guys.
Yeah.
God damn, like we were so convinced back then.
I mean, it was looking like it for a really long time. We just kept getting lucky and kept...
Like no one backs down. That's pretty much the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but luckily eventually we did.
Like the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
And then when there was when the Cold War ended, and I think it was a few years after that, the two, like, Kennedy's surviving administration that was dealing with that crisis, and then the Soviet administration that was dealing with that crisis, they kind of like convened and it was like it discussed it a little bit, but in a much more friendly environment. And there's like a bunch of things that the United States didn't know about what the Soviets had, but the Soviets thought that they did. So there were nuclear submarines.
Oh right, yeah.
Off the coast of Cuba, and the
if you
United
watch that
States
movie,
didn't know it.
If you watch The Hunt for Red October,
Yeah,
that's what that's all about. The whole thing is that the nuclear sub can't be detected.
yeah.
It's a really fucking cool movie, by the way.
But it.
You broke up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, there were Soviet nuclear subs that we did not detect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Off the coast of Cuba, and we put up that blockade. And so, like, we didn't know that they had that.
Yeah.
They thought that we knew that they had that.
Yeah. If it weren't for the fucking X-Men, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
we would have been done for.
Yeah.
And yet, still, Homo sapiens are just not okay with mutants. It's all bad.
Do you know?
I don't understand it.
I heard this really interesting theory that, well, I guess it's because Neanderthals and humans were coexisting. Like, they found this out. That there was a period in time when there was, like, I guess Neanderthals were, like, 5'3", and they were bigger, and they had, like, bigger brains, and they were stronger, and they were better hunters and all this shit. And then there were Homo sapiens, and we were, like, worse at it. And it was kind of this... I heard this theory that why is this phenomenon kind of going against the whole idea of like Darwinism, and if they were smarter and better, why didn't they become like kind of what we are today? And then some people think that like aliens gave us like a leg up, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, they taught us certain things.
Speaking of which, let me get back into that. Actually,
I have a bunch of this ancient alien shit. I've been hooked on it right now.
Really quickly on the Neanderthal note, fun fact: supposedly, like you could pour like a four soda cans worth of soda into our brains, but you could pour into our skulls, but you could pour like a 6-pack of cola into a Neanderthal's brain.
Yeah. Yep.
So, thank you. Senior year. If you're listening to this, Miss Smith, why are you listening to this? Anyways, so we're doing this interview, and he's telling us all this really cool stuff, and he starts talking about the case files, and some of these case files are really cool. People, if you have the time, look up the Phoenix Lights incident.
Oh yeah,
which happened.
The 7 lights, right? The 7 lights.
Yeah, and then and supposedly even our governor saw it. Weird, interesting stuff like that, and but there was this one case that he kept talking about. It's called the magnetic car incident. I don't remember the exact case file, but that's what he nicknamed it. Now, check this out. So, the anonymous witness remains anonymous, but he was driving. It was late at night in the tri-state area. So, what is that senior? New York,
yep,
New Jersey, and
whatever the third one is.
Embarrassing.
Oh,
I don't know.
Come on, guys.
I mean, it might be Brooklyn. I mean, there's plenty of boroughs. So
no, states, man.
States.
Brooklyn's not a state.
Whoa,
there are
what
5
did you guys
boroughs.
say?
The tri-state area.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Not paying
I thought we were
attention.
talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, our producer, Adam Senior.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyways, so this man whose profession was a medical profession, and he's driving back in his car to his house, and like the quintessential UFO type shape out in the distance, but it's not like he can't really identify it. Like it's just
saying
something.
He sees like the saucer type.
Yeah, but it's so far in the distance. It's the only reason why that's important. At the time, he didn't think anything of it because he didn't really see what it was.
Right.
And the only reason why that's in the report is because, now he saw it a little bit before. He just didn't really recognize anything about it.
Right.
So he and this is one of my favorite parts of the story, is of course it has to happen in a dairy field. As he's approaching an intersection and turns the corner right around a dairy farm to continue along his path towards the house, this, it's massive. The vessel, the spacecraft, stops over the dairy farm and over his car. And he makes his turn, and this blue light shines down onto his car. And the moment it touches the car, but stops before it hits the ground. So like this blue light comes down and stops before it hits the ground, but it's covering his car, or the front half of his car. And the moment that happens, the car turns off without him doing anything. Car turns off, his cell phone turns off. And then he says that he doesn't remember anything, or no, not that he doesn't remember anything. He was scared, like shitless, didn't move for 3 to 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden, the blue light came back up, and the phone turned back on by itself without him doing anything.
The car turned back, like the engine?
Yeah, it's like just car's back on. Whoop! Yeah. And so and he races home. He's flipped the fuck out. Gets in his car, drives home, and contacts MUFON. And so within 30 hours, the guy, Chuck, that's right, I remember his name was Chuck. Chuck goes out there with his wife to do the investigation because he has like the most high-tech RV with the equipment. He has the most equipment. He's the best response team. So 30 hours, they get out there. And basically they look at the car. And car is the first thing that they go to. And just all this weird stuff is happening with the car. But the one that got me, and like I was like, I actually stopped and like, wait, what? Is he was doing like a magnetic sort of reading on the car, and all of his equipment was malfunctioning. The battery, the Nikon camera had it had full normal battery and full backup battery. Was able to take 13 shots before both batteries were dead, and that was in like. It was in 9 frames per second mode because he told his wife to just start taking pictures. Got 13 frames in and the camera shut off. But basically all of his equipment that was electronic was like drained. And he has this compass. And the compass locks on to the car from basically the area that the blue light had hit. So from the front of the door, or like the back of the back side of the front doors to the tip of the front of the hood. So he and basically the compass is pointing at, it's reacting to that area as he walks around it. And the thing about it is that it's entirely negative.
What does that mean?
It was a one. You know how magnets are bipolar?
Yes.
Mm.
This only had one pole, negative.
I don't really understand what that means. That means
that can't exist. The car literally had part of it had a completely negative magnetic force.
So what does that mean? It was something was removed from it?
No, there was no. The magnetism on it was completely one-sided.
Right. So okay.
And that's impossible.
That's impossible.
As far as we know, with our technology, it is impossible to do.
But I don't. Do we know like theoretically what that means? Like
no.
how that would affect the way magnets work?
not like, and so Chuck was like freaking out. He's like, this is a unipolar magnet. Those don't exist.
Holy shit.
Like, you hold a magnet. There's two sides.
Right.
This thing had one magnet. It was only negative.
Just the plus and the minus.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so when I heard that, I was like, what?
Wait,
but-
can I'm gonna embarrass myself, but it's been a while. Is it positive and negative electrons in a magnet? Is that what we're talking about?
Magnetism. Yeah, I think it has. I don't remember. I'm going to embarrass myself right now and say I don't remember.
I mean, most people don't fucking know. Trust me.
You have to. You have to have the two, the positive and the negative side of the magnet.
Right. Okay. I feel like it's electrons, but.
Well, I'm gonna embarrass you for a quick second. It's impossible to have positive electrons. They're called protons. Just
okay, fine.
Well, I'm just,
I actually don't think that's embarrassing.
No, it's not.
I took this 4 years ago. I learned that.
So. Oh yeah, I was just.
No, he's right.
But that's a good clarification.
Well, I mean, but I think it could be electrons in the fact that it's the absence of electrons.
That could be it. Yes, or maybe. I
Such
don't
a
know.
confusing way of looking at it.
I don't think now is the time to be discussing the specifics of magnetism because we don't know.
I was just trying to determine because it was some type of beam that created that characteristic.
Yeah, something happened, and the front half of the car was unipolar magnet, and he said you could have a physical resistance as he tried to put his hand on the car, like he could feel it himself being pushed, like his hand. He encountered resistance.
Damn.
Like the you know what I mean? Like try to push two magnets together. That kind of tension.
By using his hand.
By using his hands trying to touch the car.
That's
that area of the car. But he could, but it was just like there was resistance.
I've been leaning toward aliens recently. I have. I mean, especially when I found out that there's some crazy statistic about there's as many solar systems as there are there are more solar systems in this universe than grains of sand on this planet. Something crazy like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's of course there are aliens. I mean, come on.
And actually, on that note, the guy brought up a very, very interesting point, and that is, we are on the edge of the Milky Way galaxy, and our planet, our solar system, the stars are much younger than stars, planets, solar systems in the center of the Milky Way galaxy by hundreds of millions of years. So imagine the time frame, hundreds of millions of years for those solar systems in the center of the Milky Way galaxy. If there were life on, they've had hundreds of millions of years on us.
Yeah,
it's pretty feasible to say that they're that they could be
even planets where there was once life. For whatever reason, they destroyed their own atmosphere. Or,
yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of fucking evidence on Earth of aliens. It's kind of creepy. Anybody right now, guys listening, anybody can just type in Nazca lines in Peru, Nazca, and it was all these animals that they carved into land that you would see it on a plane and it would be really huge. And one of them, you can type in Nazca line Peru and type in man after it, and there's a. Well, just do this. Type it in, and it's carved into a side of a mountain. And you ask a 6-year-old, that looks like fucking E.T. And it's thousands of years old. I'm telling you, anybody just look at that. That's not a person.
No, I know. Yeah, it's weird as shit. You know what? I bet you it's probably teenage time travelers in the far future who just wanted to play this prank on all of us.
Yeah, because they could carve it into a mountain. What the fuck does that mean?
They went back in time.
That's a lot of manpower.
Thousands of years. Well, they're like teenage time travelers. They have a bunch of super cool drills and shit.
Yeah, except it's not a good looking thing.
It's crude, yeah. Oh, Mitch,
yeah.
Can you pull it up?
Teenage time travelers.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's pretty eerie, right, Mitch?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've just having seen before. It's weird. I mean, I don't.
What's weird to
It's
me
not
is it looks
something.
like a traditional alien, kind of, like the
Yeah,
lore of an alien.
The gray, the grays are what they
Just
call
the
them.
big head and the beady eyes and the super
yeah.
lanky body, dude. I mean, Jake, you
Yeah,
should pull this up on your computer. Like, that's what it looks like.
yeah. It looks like a 6-year-old rendition of ET.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's crazy stuff.
And they found like an Aztec gold like sculpture that looks almost like an airplane. Like it just has design elements that they did not have back then. Like it doesn't look like
Oh
a
yeah.
bird. It has like a stabilizing fin, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like kind of a rounded, enlarged front end. And they built up like a larger scale model of it, and it was able to fly. Like
God, you've
that's
been watching. You've been watching so much Ancient
yeah, I
Aliens.
have. I mean,
Yeah,
but that's just unbelievable to me.
dude, the History Channel has totally got you.
But I like that though. I like the idea that aliens educated us. You know what I mean?
Have you played Assassin's Creed?
Is that what it's fucking about?
Well, it's not what it's
Don't
fucking
do
about.
it.
That's not what it's fucking about.
I did, but yeah, I didn't play all of it. Like played
Oh,
1 and 2.
I mean, actually, it's much more complicated than that, and it's not even close to the truth because that would be a spoiler.
Yeah, don't bother. But what does that have to
But
do with this? Come on.
just like there are all these stories about like aliens came before us. There are a lot of things there, and actually, part of the reason why I brought that concept up immediately was stupid teenage time travelers. There's I can't remember what the video game is called, and maybe Mitch, you can help me out with this. But there was a video game came out a few years ago, but the concept
Mhm.
was the Nordic gods.
Too human.
Yes, thank you. The Nordic gods were just time travelers and went back in time and fucked with humans in the Norse. I don't know the full story, but I remember that was part of the main concept.
Yeah. That was well.
That name is familiar,
It was.
right? It was TOO human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too much humanness. Not enough normal person, or whatever.
Yeah.
Not enough
Yeah.
God is what it would have been.
So what's that game about? And that game's like aliens.
Too human is okay. Well, I don't know if I didn't really ever get the whole time traveler business, but it's Nordic. The Nordic gods were actually just kind of like in, uh, uh, I guess, more advanced series of beings. Like they were technologically advanced. They had just they were more civilized. Like
Right. That's the whole question too. Like when ancient civilizations refer to God, what do they mean? you know?
yeah,
Or they mean that rock that they carried around.
Yeah. Or was
No,
it
they're
like
they're
those
talking
people
about
that came from the sky?
The earliest
That-
religions actually, the earliest religions were rock. They would carry around a rock and worship it. That was their god. Don't ask me why or why I know this.
But it was an idol though. It wasn't like
Yeah.
a rock. Like they carved it up and shit, right?
No, it was just a rock.
Come on, Jake.
I'm not shitting
It's
you
like
right now.
embarrassing for humanity's sake.
Yeah, but that was like 40,000 years ago or something.
So they just thought like there were gods all over the place, or what?
It was a rock. They really thought it was a pretty rock, and they wanted to carry it around. But no, you're definitely right, Senior. There are way too many things that are confusing as shit. And the whole concept of the Neolithic Revolution and how we suddenly were, we spent hundreds of thousands of years just walking around the earth,
Yeah.
scratching our asses
And then how did we just
and
explode?
finding strawberries.
Right.
And how was it the Neolithic Revolution remains to be the most pivotal point in human history. And that is the moment that we discovered that we could farm.
I also like the theory that psychedelic drugs played a part in that. It was like an intellectual revolution, or like forming religion and then cults and tribes based on psychedelic experiences.
I think that was just you, Senior.
No, I think that's an interesting theory.
No, I've heard of that theory, but I've probably heard of it from Senior. But that's all right.
It's real. I think it's. I feel like it's called stoned ape theory.
So it's called what?
Stoned ape theory. I think it's legit.
Stoned. Okay,
I'm gonna look this up right now. Oh, it sounds familiar, does it? Fuckface.
Let our audience look it up.
Wait, why can't he look it up?
No, I'm just validating it. Oh.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, yeah, Terrence McKenna. That's the guy. Famous guy.
He's the man.
It's all over the place. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, all right. You know, it's I would have never looked into the stoned ape.
I mean,
theory.
it's as credible as anything else. I feel like honestly.
True. Extremely true. You know what? I was looking at the other day, just by random happenstance. Those supercontinents.
Oh, like Pangea?
Yeah.
Like Pangea, and then. Well, but then here's the super cool thing about that is like, in X million years from now or whatever, there's gonna be another one.
Like it's all gonna come back together.
It's all gonna come back together.
What is that?
Word.
Yeah, I know,
is that
right?
Like polar or something?
I don't know. But it's like because the continental shelves, like they're moving around.
Yeah, tectonic plates and all that.
Tectonic plates, and supposedly everything that is above the surface, above sea level, will eventually come back together and make another supercontinent.
God, dude, this is gonna be a bitch to tag this podcast.
Yeah,
that's all I can think about right now.
Just like epic science. Can we just tag it as epic science?
2 words.
Yeah.
Epic pseudoscience.
Pseudoscience. Okay, now here is some crazy shit that the guy told me. Do you guys have heard of chaos theory, right?
Yeah.
The butterfly effect.
Flaps its wings, and then there's a hurricane.
Yeah, but really the quantum displacement. That sort of theory of if you do something.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. If you move something, if you move a particle here or whatever, on the opposite side of the universe, or somewhere else in the universe, another particle is the same thing. You're doing it to it. And I don't know how.
Fantastic.
I have no clue how. But that has been proven true.
Like you described it. I understand why it was so hard to describe, but I got out of it like you moved a particle the same way you moved it, or something like that.
No. You move one particle, and then in another place, another random particle does the same thing.
So that doesn't mean that there's mirror.
No, it does.
But does that mean that everything you're doing is happening somewhere else at the same time?
Yeah.
Because it every particle? But you said it was random. So I mean,
look up quantum displacement. But anyways, it's a theory that is really cool. But it was kind of a quantum displacement theory. It was something that was really cool and really clever, but it was kind of a weird thing that I really didn't think could be proven true. But lo and behold, I'm talking to this guy, and within very recent past, like a few months or so or something like that, they were able to prove quantum displacement.
I guess that's what math does.
The states the wavelength distribution of thermal radiation, any temperature, essentially as any. Oh man.
So Capri Sun, man, you guys remember those?
Oh,
I've been drinking them, and while Jake's reading up,
It's refreshing, actually. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, Capri Sun sounds pretty good right now. I'm really thirsty.
Me too.
Great fucking flavor is.
Yes.
What is it?
Don't mind me. Just doing my job, folks.
Yeah. Coastal Cooler. You guys, you should try it.
Is it a new flavor?
I don't know. All I know is fucking delicious. It's strawberry, banana, fucking just deliciousness. That's all it is. It's great.
Strawberry banana doesn't sound like a great juice flavor to me.
Strawberry banana?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
man.
Strawberry banana
That's
smoothies
delicious
are
than a
kind of a
motherfucker.
little. It's a little iffy.
It's so good.
Dude, strawberry banana was my goddamn shit. There was like
Thank
the
you, Mitch.
toothpaste.
I know it's traditional.
Me too.
Well, there's that one brand of toothpaste that's like strawberry banana that all
Hell
the
yeah,
kids
Tom's
use.
of Maine.
Yeah,
Tom's?
that's
Ew.
Yeah,
Tom's
that
is
shit was
nice.
Yes.
Sounds like a bad flavor. Sorry.
Oh, so good.
Toothpaste?
Shit, I use that for don't know. You
That
don't
got
know
me
what I'm talking
hooked on
about.
brushing my fucking
You guys just ate it, like drank it out of the tube. Just
No,
You
but
can't
I would
toothpaste.
put far too much toothpaste on my toothbrush because I knew it was delicious. I was like, oh my god, I'm just putting this on my teeth.
it's a good idea. You know.
Yeah, if you can get your kids hooked on phonics like that, I mean, toothbrushing.
Yeah,
Dude,
we should find a way to get
so
our kids to do that with
delicious.
exercise.
Phonics tastes like kiwi strawberry, or even better, strawberry banana.
So-
Okay, hey, look, senior, do you like strawberries?
Yes.
Do you like bananas?
In small doses.
Okay, well, strawberry banana.
No, I know it's good, but like I would prefer maybe a different type of thing. Like blueberry banana to me is better.
Oh,
Yeah, like blueberry
Sound
raspberry
really
banana, something like that. That's a good.
See,
But,
Jake, I
Yeah.
liked where you were going with that, but there is a problem with that
Okay,
line of
true.
thinking. Just
do you like ice cream? Do you like ketchup? I gotcha.
yeah.
well, but also, I mean, even more streamlined. Do you like fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone likes fruit, right? It's good for you. It's juicy. It tastes good. You like cake?
Yes.
Yeah,
Depends on what you're about to say.
Fruit cake.
fruit's good. Cake, great. Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Very good point.
Thank you, Jim Gaffigan. We love you.
Oh man,
Oh, wow.
that was good.
But yeah,
Well, it was Jim Gaffigan's, apparently.
well,
Nice quote though. That was good. Good save.
I gave credit where credit was due.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know.
So, quantum mechanics.
Yeah, quantum mechanics. Basically, very, very interesting stuff.
You didn't read it at all, did you? You got distracted.
no, I
with
did. I
quantum
did.
I
mechanics.
mean, whatever. Like, what did he talk about? Can we just like go back to just aliens in general? Like,
Okay.
I don't want this to
Basic-
turn into a class, like a real class.
Senior, what if I told you were getting quizzed on this at the end of the podcast?
I'd say fuck yourself. I don't
What
know.
if I told you that everything you believed in was a lie?
Oh, I already
I
know
would say
that.
Matrix.
Oh, yeah, what's kind of like Matrix? Oh, I saw. I have no idea where I saw it, but
Crap.
Matrix.
Hey, you got to start over, man.
I heard Matrix.
I read somewhere that they're gonna be making a new Matrix.
With the same
come
people?
Potentially, yeah.
I thought Neo was
Really?
dead, man.
Nah, man, do you not remember how at the end he was all
With
like,
the spoiler and
All
the,
right, they had this speech. Yeah, right.
"What?" No, I was just
I
gonna
think-
say how.
Could we
he's
spoil
like,
it? I mean, how long has it been? Like, you haven't seen The Matrix, you're not going to see it, right?
Well,
It ain't
one,
worth
like,
it.
It's come on.
Whatever. All right.
The Matrix 1 is
You
great.
guys are so righteous.
I'm totally fine with spoiling the last one. Last one sucked anyway.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
probably
It was ass and
It
titties.
was a little
ass and titties.
too meta. Well, that's not suck,
No, yeah, that's not bad at all. But
but I understand what you're saying.
anyway, he's all glowing yellow at the end. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That doesn't even spoil it.
He's
It's
all
just
like lights and shit.
yeah, like
You're right.
he's on that little platform, and the
That
platform
was pretty definitive.
yellow.
Yellow.
It's like the, like
I've been playing Ghost Recon Future Soldier, And,
Oh, yeah?
I think it's so sick. Like if you're Ghost Recon fans, I mean, you're gonna enjoy it, especially the multiplayer. That's like the real like. I haven't even finished the campaign because the multiplayer is so fun.
Dude, when I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which was the last Call of Duty game I bought, I didn't even finish the campaign.
Okay,
Like I started it,
whatever.
but I just went online. You know.
See, the
Yeah, a lot
only
of people
reason
do
I
that.
want to play Call of Duty anymore would be to play the campaigns, personally.
Really?
Have
Yeah.
you guys not played Ghost Recon at all?
No.
No, I've played Ghost. I played Ghost Recon,
I played
Back
Gra
when
2.
just
That was
Ghost-
what I played.
and then I also played Gra.
I have not played either of those. I've heard they're fantastic, and I wanted to try them.
I
But
mean, think about it this way: it's like probably if you ever heard of like Rainbow Six, something like
Yeah.
that. Okay, Rainbow Six crossed with COD. Mitch, do you agree with that?
It's
It's like a kind of a less intelligent Rainbow Six. Like Rainbow Six to me, I mean, maybe it's because I was super young, but it was like it was too hard. It's almost like I didn't enjoy it. Kind of like it was just so stealth.
See,
This
but
is
I
a-
felt the same way about. Ghost Recon, like the first Ghost Recon.
I have
that
not
game
played
was,
it.
That game was retardedly hard.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you have like two squads that you could like switch between, but then you also have to like you have an aerial view where you can command them, and then you
Future
have to like
Soldier
set up
is
flank.
one squad when you're playing campaign. It's just you and 3 other guys, so it's much more streamlined for sure. And like kind of
but you only play as like yourself, right?
Yeah, but you're controlling them.
Right.
You're like via commands and whatnot.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's yeah. So that's kind of the difference. But you're right though. They got increasingly, I think, more simplified as they came out.
I would definitely actually, now that I think about it, I would definitely agree with the whole your description of
Call of Duty Rainbow Six.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good description.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, when it came out, I was too young.
Yeah.
And then when I had, a little bit of money and Gra 2 came out, I was like, well, it's a 2. Why would I want to
That's what I
miss
did, man.
the first
and
one?
I loved it.
I know. But I was like I was a kid who was very into.
You're into trilogies and whatnot. You're just like, I gotta get my fix.
You're like the completionist, or is that what they call it?
Yeah, I grew up on with PlayStation. I grew up with Ratchet and Clank 2, Ratchet and Clank 3,
Right.
Ratchet and Clank 4. They were all great games.
You're a PlayStation like loyalist all the way through.
Jack
right?
and Daxter, Jack 2, Jack 3. It was Sly Cooper. They all had awesome beginning games, but if you played the second one, it really wasn't the same. Without playing the first one.
What's so cool about Ghost Recon to me is that like I'm the guy that if I ever like play those types of games like Call of Duty, I always put the silencer on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to me, that's like Gra is just it's like more tactical, but it's just stealth and like coordination, and it's so much more satisfying, and it's harder too. But it's like the whole idea is that like you pull off shots at the same time, so that people don't detect you, and it gets really hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you're managing like who gets shot in what order and where they are and where they're moving to, and then who can see them, and then you combine in like invisibility and like thermal cameras and like UAV drones. It's just like so crazy. So it has that super like special ops badass kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend it, and the multiplayer is a blast too. It's pretty much the same elements, just with unlocks, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's so satisfying. Like when you have camo, like this is what I figured out I could do recently. You can like stun someone, and then you like hack their shit, and you can see the entire team, and you get like tremendous points every time anyone dies because they were revealed on the map. It's so cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it feels so good when you're invisible, no one sees you.
Yeah.
You knife them from behind. It's so cool. It's a great game.
Nice.
You guys should check it
Nice.
out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm looking forward to though? Far Cry 3.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that looked great.
yeah.
It's coming out on PS3, right?
Yeah, it's coming out on PS3, PC, Xbox 360.
Cool.
Not the Wii U, right?
It might be. I don't think it's coming out on the Wii. I don't think we couldn't support it. No.
What is it called? Is it called the Ooey?
No.
That stinks.
Wii U, dude, Wii U.
They made a mistake doing that. It's way too easy to make fun of.
No. See,
like,
okay.
Ooh,
There was an article on IGN about it was a joke article, text from video game companies. It was a great article, hilarious, but it was like a series of iPhone screenshots about the stupid shit that game companies do, and then like sending texts and like being, that's what. But anyways, one of them was just Wii U, and it was a reference to that Kung Pao joke way back when, right?
She's like, shut up. I didn't like that movie.
I'm gonna let you guys take this one.
It sucked.
It was terrible.
It was not a good experience.
And people are always like, oh, what are you talking about? It's so funny. It's like, no, fuck that. It was awful.
Mm-hmm. Real talk right there, Mitch.
Yeah. Senior, are you not familiar at all with Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
I don't think I actually saw that movie, but I heard of it.
Smart man for not seeing it.
Was it just so bad? I mean, I thought it was a spoof. I thought that was the whole point.
Yeah, it was a spoof, but it was just, as spoofs go, it was just,
it was a bad spoof.
It was just too spoof, man.
Yeah.
Too much. It's too much of a good thing, that whole, Too spoof.
Yeah, I know nothing about that.
Can't blame you.
Oh, Ted comes out, right?
Ted does come out. I believe it's Friday.
Yeah, this weekend. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
God,
nice.
Man,
well, does it come out? Wait, it comes out in 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh.
Probably premieres.
Wow. It premieres right at the same time as this episode does.
Mm.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
Oh, wait, that means that people won't be able to listen to us because they'll be watching Ted. That sucks.
I don't think people wait for the midnight premiere of our episode.
Hey, you don't know that.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Yeah.
We love you if you do.
Yeah, if you tweet at midnight at Working Title Pod saying, "Hey, I'm listening to the new thing," we will give you a fat shout out next week.
Well, actually, I mean, it would be at 1 a.m. because we're an hour in, guys.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but then next.
No, but you're right. Yeah, next week.
No, next week when it comes out at midnight, they'll do the tweet, and then the week after.
So this is a 2 week away shout out.
Yeah,
major shout out. This is going to be like a fat shout out that you are going to be waiting for.
So fat.
And I'm going to take a fat piss. So you guys just take the reins. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Wow. I mean,
don't fuck it up.
I prepared for this.
30 seconds.
Like I took like a bathroom break. You know,
seriously. Damn. But I guess producers can't be expected to stand the same standards or whatever.
Company policy, blah, blah. Well, whatever, man. You already missed 2 hours of the podcast.
Hey, man. And I'm entitled to a summer break.
I know.
So,
yeah, Mitch, I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too. But luckily, we're all reunited in peace. Okay. You know, all that jazz.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay, here's something.
Yeah.
This is something I came up with as a. I actually asked friends to come up with it, or help me come up with it.
That was what?
I tried to do it naturally. I guess it didn't work.
We weren't even laughing. That was like one of the rare instances on this podcast where we weren't laughing for no reason.
Anyway. God. Oh, okay. So, you guys, I mean, as speakers of the English language, I'm sure you're aware that there are words that you can use in place of numbers when you don't want to be specific. For instance, a couple, or a few, several,
Many.
And we got into this big debate about what the different sizes were. Like,
Yeah.
there are those people that are adamant that a couple can only be two, where there's some people that are like, nah, man, a couple is 2 to 4, or it's
definitely 2 to 3. Definitely 2 to 3.
It's
no.
not, though.
I mean, if you say like, oh, there's a couple hundred, that's like 3 to 600 somewhere around there. There's a couple hundred of them.
Yeah, a couple
No.
is not specific at all.
Yeah, but it should be, because it's a fucking
Sounds
couple.
like 2, kind of.
When
Yeah,
you're like, oh, what a
Okay,
Cool.
you got to pull your telephone.
Sounds like somebody's like ping ponging his head.
We need to come up with a code word
See,
for Mitch to know.
You guys act like it only ever happens to me, but like 12
Well, now you sound like
times.
you're in a,
Does
in a
it happen
tunnel.
to us too?
Oh, it happened to Jake like 12 times
So we
throughout
just can't.
his
We
sweet
just
story
can't
about.
hear it. Oh yeah, it did happen. You're right.
Yeah, and I wasn't bitching about it like a child. I just kind of sat there and kept listening to the story.
You just
So-
called
Well,
us. You just
that's
called
our
us
running
children.
joke. That's a running joke that we have. We have to pull up the running joke.
Yeah,
Right?
No, he wants it to die.
I don't want it
I
to
don't know.
die.
I just feel like
Guys,
I noticed
if,
it on Mitch.
if
more
this
than
dies, we have like 2 other things to go on this podcast.
I don't know, man. We tackled a lot today.
But the beauty of it is that we keep coming up with new things, and that's why we don't need the old.
This is true. This is true. This is the ideal situation.
I was going to start saying make new friends but keep the old, but then I realized that would mean we would have to keep the old jokes. So, not that.
Damn.
Just say it.
You hurtful.
I really struck a funny moment. Maybe I struck his humorous. I'm so clever. No, but seriously, that was terrible.
I don't even.
God,
what
I'm
are you
just on
talking
a
about?
roll.
Though? I don't remember.
I don't either.
Talking about like couples and
Oh shit! Right. Yeah.
That's why I don't remember.
Yeah, you just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you came in and laughed your ass off.
Well,
For no reason.
the joke was that like I was trying to be like subtly transitioning myself into letting you know that I was back from taking a piss and picking the worst way to do that because I thought that was funny. But
You didn't let us know what the joke was until right now.
yeah, I guess I thought maybe someone picked up on it out there.
If you picked
No.
up on it, put it on Twitter.
Absolutely no one picked up on it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got to work on my comedy then.
I wanted to come up with some kind of joke right there, but
That's why I said just to stop you from hurting my feelings.
fair deals.
Aliens.
No, we were talking about couples.
Few, yeah. Couple is 2. A few is 3 to 6. Several is 7, and 7 up. That's how I roll. Well, not 7 up, because that's a delicious beverage.
Okay, well, what's a lot?
A lot. Well, a lot. That's
Yeah.
now you're just getting super unspecific.
I mean, if you're gonna get specific, then we're gonna get specific.
All right, fine then. A lot is 9. No, it's a lot is 10 to 15.
Well, see now, but which is bigger, many or a lot?
See, but many has absolutely no numerical value. It can be
Does it now?
yes.
See now, I think that you can't even. The whole concept of putting actual numbers to the terms that are used, so that you
It's
don't have
fucking
to use
bullshit.
numbers.
It's obviously bullshit.
I don't like that.
You can't
You
do
know,
it.
How many of them? Oh, there
They're
were like a few of them.
generalizations for a reason. It's supposed to be general.
I know, but like it's all proportional for me.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna say, okay, well, there's like 33 students in the class, and somebody told them to show up to an extra credit event. And so you go to the extra credit event, and then you come back, and somebody asks you, how many of the how many of the students were there? There were like a few of them. For me, that would have been like 7 or 8.
No way,
Yeah,
man.
It all depends. It totally
Well, because that's 7 or 8 out of the 29.
Yeah, but
what if you're like, oh, the concert went pretty well. There were a few people there. That's like hundreds.
Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of concert we're talking about. Are we talking about like a little coffee house where it's
No,
just like
I'm
your
talking
band?
about like
open up?
fucking.
That's like 60. That's like 20, 40, 50 people there. A few people were at the concert.
I'm talking about like Jay-Z. If
Oh, well,
Jay-Z
you-
says a few people, I'm just proving the point that there's no way you can relate numbers to this.
See,
just
but
can't
why
do
the
it.
fuck?
But it's
see,
proportional.
I don't see Jay-Z saying, there was a few people at my concert. You know how it is.
Yeah, and it was like 20,000. I totally see him saying that.
No. Okay, 2 things. One, Mitch, you're right, because Jay-Z would never, ever diss himself that much. 2, that was a very good Jay-Z impression at the end.
Fantastic.
Thanks, I guess.
No, I mean, it wasn't. He was making fun of it.
No. In the beginning, it was like, oh, wow, is he really impersonating Jay-Z? And then at the end, I was like, oh, there's Sean
And then
Carter.
and I brought it all
At the
together.
end, there's Sean Connery.
No, Sean Carter, you idiot.
Oh.
Okay.
It's his actual name.
I didn't know that.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, right? Yeah, no.
I don't
There you
deal
go,
with
Mitch.
that.
There you go.
Oh, Jay-Z, Sean Corey Carter.
You know what? I don't care. I love Jay-Z, but I don't really need to know his name. He serves
Yeah.
one purpose for me. Speakers.
He serves one purpose for me, having a hot wife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Hotness.
Beyonce,
Those
if you're listening to
relationships don't
this,
usually last. It's interesting.
if you're
It's
listening to
Hollywood
this, Beyonce, please keep listening to this.
Yeah, we could use some star power. That would
Yeah.
be nice.
Beyonce's not listening to this.
She's not, but
I couldn't even picture it in my head remotely.
Senior, what would you do if Beyonce posted, like, retweeted us
I don't know.
within 2 hours?
Just like in your
Because
face. I was
No.
listening to it.
by 1 a.m. she does the shout out thing.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, what would you do?
I would retweet. Whoa.
Holy shit.
I would have I'd probably I don't know, jump up and down a few times or something. I don't know.
Something.
Hashtag jizz in my pants.
Probably.
That's what I would retweet.
Hashtag mind blown.
Hashtag jizz. Jism.
Ugh. Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I just
Sounded
threw
like,
up-
yeah. What was that? Wow, can we, I'd love to talk about something semi-meaningful.
Dude, we had an entire conversation
what
about
happened? You didn't
science
resolve.
and
You didn't even
ethics.
resolve your. So the guy just told you a bunch of cool stories, crazy shit.
Yeah, and he had all these cases.
We can't go all the way back
No,
to
we
this
can't,
time,
we
man.
can't. But I guess we could wrap it up with that. I don't know.
No. We have time. We have a lot of time.
We can do whatever the fuck we want. That's
Exactly.
But I see what Mitch is saying. That
That's
going all
too
the way
far back.
Yeah, like we've gone too far without it.
No, I know. It was. Though I was right, though, I did really only need to bring one thing because that really kept us going.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was quite the experience I had today. Oh, and it was 111 outside, and we were filming outside, and there were 3 of them.
Oh,
Wow.
money.
Yeah, I didn't get paid.
Oh, that's
That's what family's for.
That's one thing that you guys haven't heard from me.
You get a job?
I got a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wheelchair tech got it.
No, they told me to go piss off, and so I went and pissed on their graves. Yeah.
After
You got paid for that?
No, I didn't get paid to piss on their graves. That would be very disrespectful.
Yeah.
But
Fantastic job.
no, I'm working. It's a real estate firm, is what it is.
What?
Cool, real estate firm.
And I have. I'm going through old.
What the fuck?
Senior, are you
files
taking
from,
a
like the
piss right
70s
now?
and whatnot.
No.
Oh man,
Who is
you
peeing?
already. Clearly, it's you, Jake.
I'm not peeing. I'm sitting in
Dude,
the middle of my.
That was
of
fake
my-
piss, though, right? You didn't actually walk with your computer and microphone.
Yeah, seriously, Jake. How can
Like,
you do
come on,
that?
dude.
That was not me.
Fine,
doing
Jake.
that.
This is a professional program.
It could be
That was
Mitch. It could be
Definitely, Mitch is totally fucking you.
What?
I mean, it could be anybody.
I
Or it
am.
could be fake or real. Could be me.
Ladies and gentlemen of working title audience, it was not me. Okay. See, they believe me.
Post your votes for who you think took a piss on Twitter.
It was definitely you, Mitch.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
I will
Post your
deny.
votes for who took a piss. That could be a weekly
I'm
segment.
gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now.
Let's see.
Mitch Young.
Yeah, you guys weren't really down to like a kind of work with me on the alien, past alien, visits
Oh,
on
well, 'cause
ancient civilizations. We never.
it's
really
not that we
rolled.
weren't working with you. It's just we got sidetracked, like we always do.
That's how we roll, bro.
It's a shame. I wanted to delve deeper. I didn't really hear your guys' opinions.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, you can go to any like exhibit of archaeological, artifacts from countless civilizations around the world, and you'll see, like figures of humans appearing to wear like oxygen masks or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, the ancient astronaut shit.
yeah, I know that there's like Sumerian stone carvings of
Yeah,
men wearing like a kind of something around
breathing
their,
apparatus.
yeah, a breathing apparatus, if you will, like a vented breathing apparatus. That way they can potentially breathe. Who knows?
I know what you're talking about. I just feel like it's really tough for me to just. You can't just shut out the possibility of stuff like that, especially when you see things that, kind of objectively speaking, they do look, they resemble like kind of modern pilots and fighter jets and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's hard to slant that to me to say, oh no, that doesn't look like that was just their imagination, or even if that was their imagination, that's like a reality for us. So what the fuck does that mean? Like, were we connected somehow? You know what I mean? That's even
No.
weirder.
That means that the crazy shit that we draw today will be real tomorrow.
Yeah. See, that's even weirder. So to me, it's like you can't believe aliens, but you're gonna say it was imagination or coincidence.
I mean, even if you look back at just science fiction stories from like the 1950s, even there's going to be things that you'll be reading a book where it's completely impossible. Oh, what? They have communication devices, they have telephones that they can take with them wherever they go. Ha! That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk. I mean,
That's a cell phone.
Right.
and now we basically have computers that are the size of cell phones that we carry around with us all the time now. That's leaps and bounds beyond just like a mobile telephone.
I mean,
Shit.
and when people like hackers and shit, they make those phones operate they are computers.
Yeah.
It's just like complete unrestricted access and shit. So you're right, it's definitely there.
Yeah, man.
Capability.
What is it? The Mac guy. What is the actor name? Live Free or Die Hard.
Justin Long.
Justin Long. He his cell phone was like a super hacker computer thing.
Oh, right, in that movie, yeah.
Right? Yeah. He tapped into satcoms and stuff.
Oh, we're talking about
Aliens.
Live Free or Die Hard, or
Yes.
or what?
Yeah. That was the movie.
Yeah. That was a cool little roll-up keyboard he had. That was
That was sweet.
It was nice. Those exist.
I know.
I actually I tried it out for a class and I kept having to return them to Amazon. They kept just malfunctioning, so they just wouldn't charge.
Oh, that's too bad.
But it was cool. Like it's waterproof, and you can like roll it up, and it was Bluetooth. You know.
Huh.
Oh wow.
Ideally, it's sick technology.
Yeah,
Oh, no doubt.
technology is pretty cool.
Technology is very cool.
But yeah, the Sumerians and whatnot, and even to me, even if you interpret like all the stories of like people flying in the sky and stuff like that, and weird things like that, if you interpret it kind of using the goggles of what if they just meant like aliens and they didn't know how to describe it because they didn't have those words yet. Like we have the words, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you see something that you've never seen before, the language is going to be weird.
No doubt.
Actually, yeah, I used really quickly. That was one of the things in. If you look up like the zombie survival guide, those types of things.
Yeah.
In that book, there's a list of like documented incidents, zombie incidents, and you know it's one of the really interesting entries is about there's a man like it was like a early like 1600s, 1700s, early 1800s maybe even, but it was like a captain's report. Like a detailed report of like his log, and it was they were attacked by these enemies, and in our modern day society we would call them zombies, but of course they had no clue what they were dealing with. They didn't have any experience with this whole concept of the undead, so they were describing these soldiers, you know, that could only be killed by removing or getting their head cut off. You know, extremely stupid and
You're right.
you know, incapable of only 1 in 4 are capable of climbing ladders.
They would call them like soldiers.
Yeah, like maul the gates. You know, drunken, raving, slow soldiers. You know, and it's like, but like his crew got annihilated. But eventually they were able to kill them. And really interesting. If you ever find that book, written by the same guy who wrote World War Z.
Sorry about that. That's my phone blasting off.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it gives me too many notifications, in my opinion. Too many alerts.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch, what do you think about Senior getting a soundboard?
I mean, we've been talking about it for a while, but I don't hear any cool sounds coming out of this fucking program. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not an actual physical soundboard. It's like it's software, so it's like totally customizable.
Yeah, nobody's given us an opinion on whether we should get it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who's nobody? Like
everybody's nobody.
Everybody's nobody. No one has done this for us.
Oh, and the Twitter's not super active yet.
Or the Facebook. I miss you all.
Yeah. We need to get it active.
Yeah. Harrison posted on our wall, right?
Oh.
He posted about how we always talk smack.
I don't know who that is. We're too big for him.
Harrison Chase, I love you. Senior, don't ruin our chances.
You don't want to having ruin your chance. What are you talking about?
Bleep, 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 bloop.
Bleep, 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 bloop, bleep, bloop, blah, blah. No,
it's funny because you were just going bleep, 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 too.
Really?
Yes.
That's
really
horrible.
It's not just one person.
I wonder if it's really like happening or if we're just hearing it this way.
Damn Skype.
You know, when I play back a podcast, it doesn't sound too bad at all.
No. Who knows? It's
just in our heads. We're tripping out, man. Yeah, dude, the alien magnet beam.
Guys, it's 22. Sorry, keep going.
The alien, you know, demagnetizing beam. It's creepy.
Crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like malicious, you know. It would be nice to have one of those movies where it's like aliens are like an enlightening, you know, it's just like a peaceful thing. I don't know if there would be a movie there, but
Yeah, but those are always comedies.
yeah, I guess so.
Like Paul.
They
or
couldn't do
whatever
like
it
a
was.
serious like acquiring technologies. It would be too hard to do. It's too hard because you can't make up like technology.
It
You have
wouldn't
no
be
idea.
a story. There wouldn't be a conflict.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, cool. And one day, these really nice people came down and helped us.
It would have to end up just being someone shoots an alien by by accident, and then war breaks out. Like that's it.
Oh, that happens in a lot of them,
Yeah.
actually.
They come
Yeah.
in peace, and then it's like, I'm an overzealous soldier. Let's kill this fucking guy. Boom.
Yeah. Is the
like-
day the Earth stood still? Starts
I
like
did
that?
not see that one.
The old one. The old from the 50s.
Neither.
Well, yeah. I think that's one of the...
But I feel like it's happened for like the guy shoots first. The Marine
Yeah.
shoots first.
Yeah, the we shoot first, and
Probably.
he's like come to give us this warning or something, and we shoot the crap out of him.
I mean, if spaceships that are combat equipped come out of the sky, it's like we don't have those yet.
Well, how the hell do we know what a combat equipped spaceship looks
Right.
like?
I mean,
How do we know what a spaceship looks like?
we don't?
What if there are
We're
aliens?
so
just-
behind the times.
Dude, aliens
aliens.
are like probably like listening to this conversation. Aliens could be sitting next to me on the couch, and I'd have no idea.
Just in another dimension.
They like fight ninjas.
I hate that eavesdropping aspect though.
Aliens versus ninjas. How does that sound for a movie?
Well,
It's like a
what
word that
type
we
of aliens?
will never,
Like the Ridley
literally
Scott
never
alien?
see. What?
The Ridley Scott alien, or just like
No, like the alien that you met, like the alien that like
Oh.
you never see.
See, the whole thing though is that they're supposed to be like. This kind of interested me. Maybe it's obvious, but their heads are so big because they're telekinetic, right? Isn't that like a theory?
Well, yeah,
like-
they don't have a mouth. Actually, they just are. They
Telepathic, and they
Yeah.
The technology that they control, they use with their mind. I think this is Ancient Aliens that I heard this.
blow shit up with my mind.
But so to me, it's like your first instinct's not going to be to fuck with that. It's so like advanced.
Well, yeah, because
It is
the
godlike.
first thing that's going to pop into your head is "Do not hurt me."
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, like if it's communicating with you.
literally that will be the first thing that pops into your head is "Do not shoot." I'm not going to shoot. My brain just told me not to shoot.
Right.
Wait, what do you think? How would you communicate back? You personally,
You
would
just
you
think?
just
Oh, shit.
yeah? Would you think of something and then just hope that they catch it, or would you say it out loud?
You would probably know right away if they were picking up on your thoughts, though, like when you replied.
I mean,
See, for me, I would get scared because the whole thing with me and telepathy
It's
is
an invasion.
if somebody invades my mind, like I think I'm gonna kill them because well, no, just because of the pure reaction speed of my brain
yeah,
and probably yours as well to say
just some type of
you know,
panic.
panic, and then while you're in that panic, your mind runs through all the scenarios in which information in your head that's not supposed to come out comes out,
It
and
feels
all
like
that
a
information.
violation, kind of.
Yeah, but all that information is listed in your head while you're, oh, well, shit, what if he finds out about this? And at that time, he's finding out about that.
Yeah.
mind rape.
You know, yeah, literally, he mind rapes you, and it's like a balloon.
Here's the question, though:
When
if
you
you
pop
do
that balloon,
something,
everything comes out. I think I'd kill the guy.
if you do something that relies on instinct, though, can he catch it? You know what I mean? Because I don't think you premeditate instinct.
Well, no, there are bodily reactions that are not caused by the brain.
And that could be like raising your gun and squeezing.
What it? I don't know that, but you know, your heart beats on from it. Your brain does not tell your heart to beat.
Right.
Your
Yeah, right, that I
legs,
know.
muscles will react just on their own if you
Right.
hit the right spot. It's a reflex.
Interesting. Yeah. Did you guys ever watch X-Files?
No,
That
No.
show had such a big run, but I think it was kind of a little. We were a little young for it.
One of my friends is really obsessed with X Files. Shout out to Katie Phillips if you're listening to this. But I could never get into it.
I feel like I used to watch with my mom or something like that, and I just remember like I was terrified by a few of them. Like I must
Yeah.
have been that young. Like I remember it was a creepy show, but I wonder if I watched it now, probably.
No, I think it was a creepy show.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah, just like it was.
It's a great premise though, like the FBI agents that solve the alien-related incidences, right? That's what it was.
Yeah, it's the government MUFON people.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's kind of like Men in Black.
Okay, Mitch, that was a good whistle. Senior, what were you saying?
Was that Mitch?
That was me.
Yeah. I can't whistle, dude.
Yeah, I can't really either. I can like half whistle. Yeah. I said that was like Men in Black.
Oh.
It seemed. I mean, I guess that's what like they took. They were like, oh, it could be like X-Files, except it's funny,
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. That's possible. Did you guys see the new one?
Nope.
MIB3. It was. I enjoyed it. It was a Men in Black movie. It was about on par with the other Men in Black movies, so it was enjoyable.
Okay.
It wasn't
That's
a
good
great
to hear.
movie. It wasn't a great movie. It
Yes.
was a good movie.
I don't
It
know
was
if I was gonna go to the theater for it. I think I decided I would just wait.
I had fun watching it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Will Smith fan. You all know
Yeah, I
that.
do. We unfortunately, I feel like we brought him up every episode,
Really?
and it's starting to freak me out. Like it's weird. I don't know if we have every episode, but it almost feels like maybe we.
I mean, that
Even
probably
in
is my fault.
passing.
It's just Will Smith is like he's actually my hero.
Okay, so it's inevitable for us that
Yeah.
someone's gonna.
By the way, Diablo 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Mitch
Shout
Young
out.
is- Oh, okay, cool.
I was like, oh, Mitch woke up. That was nice.
Yes,
And no response.
I think did we run through all of our inside jokes? Do we have anything left?
I don't know if
See,
we need
Mitch-
inside jokes.
Mitch cut out. We mentioned Diablo 3. There was the Will Smith reference. I've made fun of Senior a lot.
Yeah.
How about, well,
You haven't judged me yet, Mitch. You haven't seriously trashed me yet.
Jake, I would probably be more inclined to judge you if you weren't PMSing so hard right now. Huh? No? Jake
Okay.
having
Go ahead.
vagina jokes?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
How about
Fine.
gently remove your tampon and man up and think of some more
Oh,
inside
fuck
jokes?
you, man.
Oldie but a goodie.
Hey, why don't you swing your purse at it? Hey. I'm grasping here. I got nothing.
Okay.
It's all right. We're good. We're good. We hit 5.
All right, we're good.
If we have any others, do we have any others? Audience, let us know. Have we been doing anything stupid repeatedly?
Yeah, that's the majority.
Shout out to Adam Brook. Fuck you, Jake. Stop Adam Brook. Hey, there we go.
All right, 6.
He has classics already. Yeah, if you guys don't want to talk anymore, we can wrap this up.
What?
That's what we're
Okay.
feeling like. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Well, I mean, okay. Well,
we see
Senior.
like the well was dry. I was.
Oh, I don't know. Now we're just sort of catcalling each other.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
Hey,
don't.
Jake, your mama's so fat.
there was something else.
Oh, well, here before you go, Stitcher Radio. Yes, we're on it.
We're
And,
on Stitcher Radio.
We're on Stitcher Radio, and a lot of other cool podcasts are like all the big ones, and NPR is on there, and it's a free mobile device for Android, iPhone, whatever phone you're rocking. You download it, open it, and on that registration page, right above the sign in with Facebook option, there's an orange banner that says, "How did you hear about us?" You click on that, you put in the promo code "working title," one word, and you get a chance to win $100. And we get $1, so
Please
that's a
do
good
it.
deal, right?
If I make $1 off of this show,
We need to renegotiate that contract.
oh man, what contract?
But
Did you sign a
no,
contract?
there's no contract.
I totally signed
It's
a
just
contract.
like this is the way it's gonna be, bitch. that's the way it was. But Stitcher's
Yeah.
awesome. It's free. What's really cool is that like if you like listen to podcasts or whatever, like normally on iTunes you have to download the file. Stitcher you don't have to download it, you just stream it. And it,
Oh, that
builds,
is
it
cool.
builds favorites and it has great content and I use it and it's fucking cool. So check it out for sure. And put in the promo code. Working title. Thanks. But yeah, that's That was my plug, my shameless plug.
That was a good plug, though.
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, it's no bullshit. It's a cool way to listen to whatever type of content you want. News, radio, all that stuff.
Hey Jake,
Yeah.
give regards to your mother. That was my plug, my shameless plug. Heyo. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. That's
All
better.
right. Oh man.
Hey Jake, remember that one time when we played Skyrim together and I was just passed out next to you, but I considered that playing Skyrim? That was awesome. Cool. All right. See you later, guys. No, I'm just kidding. What?
Huh?
Huh?
That was a fun time, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
So you guys want to keep going? Is that what you're saying?
Wu-Tang is for the kids.
Kitties.
Is it kiddies? I thought it was just Wu-Tang for the kids.
I don't know, dude.
I want to keep going.
Well, then let's contribute something that we can
Okay.
talk about like human beings.
Yeah. No. What else have we? What else has happened?
I'm going to San Francisco next week.
Oh, yeah?
So I think our next podcast will be from there.
Wait, San Francisco. That made me think of something that I wanted to talk about.
Nice.
Wow, that's kind of inappropriate, but
Yes, go.
So you know that like gay pride Oreo picture where it's like the sick stuff. It's the like sextuple stuffed Oreo with the red icing and the orange, and it's like the gay pride flag inside of an Oreo.
No, but it sounds delicious. Is that gay for me to say?
No.
Sounds really good, man.
It sounds really good.
It does, and it looks really good, but it's apparently causing all kinds of like strife, and people are like, "Oh, we got to boycott Oreos now because they support gay people." It's like that's awful.
Oh, this is like actually an Oreo edition released by the company.
I don't know if it's actually.
Oh,
Like an
I
Oreo
thought it was
edition.
like a homemade something. You know, like
I think it was just like a one-time thing. It's probably like a Photoshop picture anyway. But it's like people are like, "Oh, we've got to boycott Oreos, and we've got to."
Fuck that, dude. I'm gonna go buy some
why do you have
damn
to
Oreos
boycott?
right now.
God, it's like, why do you have to boycott gay people? Like, can you just leave a group of people alone? Like, I don't fucking understand. Like, why do you have to interfere with someone else?
Because
That's what I hate. That's what I can't stand.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just people be. I don't know.
I feel like
narrow-minded and
there's
shit.
basic freedoms that people should have, you know, and like two dudes want to fuck each other, let them fuck each other. That's a basic
Exactly.
freedom. So,
I mean, it
It's-
should be. Sadly, it isn't.
but yeah, so they were protesting it, protesting the pastry that wasn't even real.
I guess,
Wow.
yeah. Like, there's all kinds of. There's just a bunch of hate speech going on about Oreos. I didn't even know you could hate on Oreos that much.
Oreos are the best.
Right?
Do you know what?
Oreos, like the thing is though, like okay, well recently, I'm sorry, Oreo or Nabisco, like the there's been like too many variations coming out recently. You know, like for the longest time it was just Oreos, and you know, double stuff Oreos.
Couple stuff was a while ago. Yeah.
They didn't take it
Yeah.
away though, which is
No,
nice.
no, those were good. But then you
The
know, like,
original.
you know,
I mean, they didn't. Take it away.
then the reduced fat came along. You know, that's expected. There was that health thing that started coming in, but then there was like Oreo and like candy cane Oreos and green mint Oreos and random shit that you'll see one day in the aisle for Oreos, and you're like, what the hell is that? And then you'll never see it again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they made like triple stuffed Oreos for a while. And now
Oh my
it's just
God.
all bad.
Why did they sell it? They'll stop selling
Yeah,
it.
Michelle Obama cracked down. Just like, this is unacceptable.
Yeah,
Too many
no,
calories.
I wouldn't allow my kids to eat triple stuffed Oreos either.
Dude, I mean, I'm noticing a lot of fat children. I don't know if you guys are. You know?
I
I mean,
do not
I'm not talking
think
about obese. I'm talking about obese too, like obese, like kids.
Oh,
I
really?
try not to look at them.
No, but come on, man. Dude, you're ragging on our fucking audience, bro.
Hey, man.
Obese 12-year-olds.
Why you keep talking about them in such a way? See,
Yeah.
you brought them up
I'm
like
not. I'm
fat
not talking.
kids.
I'm just
You
describing
said
the way they
a
are.
lot of fat kids
No, I'm
recently.
just saying, like,
I read
it's. I'm noticing it's an upward trend. It seems like, you know.
Definitely. No
So
doubt.
it's how do you like deal with that? How do you educate people to? I don't know.
well, it might not even be a question of educating. It might just be stopping them.
Like stopping their mouth.
Well, no. You can be really smart and know what you're doing, but you'll still do it.
Yeah.
Basically, what they need is they need to get themselves like it's the episode. You guys see the episode of um, South Park with the TSA, Toilet Security Agency?
I try not to think about it.
Well, it's basically we need to start doing that, but with like the Oreo, oral, I don't know, some shit.
The O
The OOSA. USA.
Ooh sa.
You didn't even describe it.
Doesn't matter. I got to say woo sa.
Oh well.
Speaking of
Holy shit.
what?
I was just stepping around and then all of a sudden I had this giant thorn sticking out of my sock.
Whoa.
Oh shit! You alright, man?
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine. But it's just like randomly like on my bed and then just like, oh hey look.
Are you bleeding? Are you bleeding out? Did it get your artery?
See, you're calling ambulance. It's like I need a dispatch. Okay, well, sir, where are you in Orange? No, it's for Seattle.
I'm not even in Seattle. That's the worst part. Oh, God.
Shit.
Where are you right now?
Right now I'm in Shelton, Washington.
Oh.
Or actually, technically I'm in Union, Washington.
Okay, cool. No idea
Yeah.
where that is.
Yeah,
Is it like
absolutely
north
not.
or west or east or south?
It's like west of Olympia, which is south
Okay.
of Seattle.
I can visualize that.
Okay.
Kind of.
It's like you basically start heading out onto the peninsula a little bit.
Right.
Have you ever heard of Hood Canal? Because that's where I'm like about 50 feet away from Hood Canal right now.
Sounds familiar.
I don't.
It's a beautiful area, I would imagine.
It is quite beautiful. It can smell kind of weird, but I mean, you can see the Olympic mountain range to the north on a nice clear day, and the water. The interesting thing about the Hood Canal is that the tides are affected they're so clearly visible that the water is constantly just moving in and out, and it like flushes and cleans the canal, so it's always like very, very clean, very fresh water. It's not like dank, disgusting LA River or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
It's pristine in a word.
Yeah. It's so dirty here. It's so dirty.
Yeah.
Orange?
Like, in general, like in this area, in
The greater Los Angeles area.
Urban, yeah. Greater.
Yeah. This is pretty dirty too.
When I lived in Colorado, I feel like I was probably like the most, I don't know, that was the best environment to be in. I feel like I feel like you just feel different when you're in like a high altitude, clean, kind of peaceful place.
It's all that clean, fresh mountain air.
Yeah.
Even though most of Colorado's flat. Mine is just the rocky area. But that's okay.
Well, for me, that's where I was.
Exactly. Where were you exactly?
It was Basalt, actually, which is close. It's 30 minutes from Aspen. So
very nice.
It was a super small town, like you'd probably never hear of, but it was just a nice area. And in general, in that area, in that greater area, it's just the climate and everything.
Yeah.
I for some reason I'm a sucker for that. It's just like every breath is like refreshing and invigorating.
Yeah, how could you not be?
After you acclimate, obviously, it's a bitch. Like you can't even walk upstairs when you're first there.
Yeah. Yes.
And then like going down to Arizona, you just feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah. Thank you,
it's like
sir.
Cheeseburger.
It's just like I'm gonna burn to a tiny
just
little.
like laying with your balls out in front of a fan.
That's how I want to do it.
Dude, that's what I'm doing right fucking now, okay? No, I'm not. But there is a ceiling fan on, and I am very tempted to lose some clothing right now.
Just lose the pants, man. That's what I did. It's not even that hot up here. I just wanted to lose the pants.
Senior, can you put on the soundboard with like a low bass line?
What does that mean?
I got.
Oh, like
you.
a bass line, like a bass line.
I gotta take my pants off.
Oh
here.
yeah. You guys are
about
pushing
this?
out the soundboard.
Okay, we're good. They're off. They're off.
I'm not gonna have time to.
Thanks, man.
Oh my God,
I am
my phone's
hungry right now. All this food talk. We talked about pesto and like burgers, or I don't even remember what else we talked about, but there was multiple food items. Oreos, gay Oreos.
You talking about fat kids, man?
I'm hungry. Fat kids. My appetite is pretty. I could cook me up a fat boy right now.
You
when
talking
they're nice-
about how kids are so fat, and you're like, I'm hungry.
Hey man, when they're nice and fat like that, they kind of cook in their own fats and it gets them nice and crispy and delicious.
You literally just stick them in a pan.
Dude, that's a South Park. Like oven roasted fat boys with apples in their mouths. There you go.
And then we'll all top it off with a little bit of delicious creme fraiche.
And it's Cartman, obviously, eating them.
Gesundheit.
He eats them because they make him stronger. That's why he does it.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Take the warrior essence. Eat the heart.
I don't know.
Anywho.
You don't know? Well, if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
No. Shout out to Biggie.
Yep.
If you're listening to this.
You're the man. He's a legend.
Pour one out for my homies.
For life.
Yeah. He probably is listening to this.
Biggie, follow us at WorkStuffPod. If you can manage to log on to Twitter in heaven.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
We are wrapping this up. I just need to know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't take the visual cues, so.
I think it could be wrapped up.
Yeah, I think we talked about quite a bit this episode, though.
Yeah, we kind of blew our load, blew our wad in the beginning. It seemed like.
Speaking of blowing wads, wrap up your jimmies, boys. So,
yeah.
Yes.
Stay safe. Have sex. Right?
Safe.
And if you don't have condoms, saran wrap works just fine. FYI.
Saran wraps and rubber bands.
The small ones, though. Don't be foolish.
Or if you want to get real MacGyvery, you can use your girlfriend's headband as the or like hair tie.
It's a little
Damn,
big. It's a little big though. You have to like do the fold over thing a couple times. You know what I mean?
You just take like a piece of string and tie a nice little bow knot at the end.
It's like it's 3-inch diameter, so that's like 4-inch diameter. It's like it's minotaur cock, pretty much.
Minotaur.
That was in Your Highness. That was like one of the jokes. I don't know if you guys saw that movie.
No.
The minotaur penis was a joke because it was just like out all the time, and it was huge, and it was supposed to be like a scary monster, but it just that was the joke. I thought it was funny.
Jake agrees. It's a sweet joke.
Yeah. I think there was a point in the movie when it had like a boner, like it was fighting and it had a boner. I'm pretty sure. So check out Your Highness and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's there.
All right, I will definitely be doing that.
Oh yeah, or audience if you want.
Oh yeah.
General,
Really quick, maybe I should save this for next episode because I do want to go into this.
Well, we have More than 10 minutes.
Okay, so hey, have you guys heard about this book, 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
I've heard about it. Apparently, it's like a super kinky kink fest.
Yeah.
Or something.
Really? Okay. Yeah. It outsold Harry Potter in speed in the United Kingdom. So like, the speed at which Harry Potter sold in the first week for paperback was outdone by 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm just happy people are reading books.
And it's smut.
You mean like snuff, kind of like just
no like
smut.
like
I don't know what smut. It like it's pulp,
is it like
it's trash? It's like
is it anything? It's like one of those books that would have Fabio on the cover.
Yes.
Except
like very very
kinky shit.
Kinky shit.
Oh,
like more kinky than kinkies do. Apparently
it's about. I just had it explained to me today because I kept hearing about like, what the fuck is this thing? I keep hearing women talk about it and it creeps me out. Apparently, it's the story of it's about a man who's very into the domination / submission sexual role.
Fuck yeah.
And but he's like really into that shit, and so it's a very literal.
5-0 comes.
But it's.
I had to do it when I thought of that.
And suppose it goes to like sex toy descriptions and shit like that. But like this book is selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What people want, I guess. I don't know. But Europe's also much more openly sexual.
No, but it's okay. Now here's the kicker.
But it is also Britain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Britain is.
Oh, right.
Here's
right. That's what we're talking about, like Harry Potter. Right, correct.
The literal kicker is the book was originally based on erotic fan fiction for Twilight.
Whoa.
It's hot, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it could be hot. I can see that.
It's just kind of fucked up. I don't like this. I don't know. This is messed up.
I mean, I don't want to fuck someone in like a wizard hat.
Has nothing to do with this.
I thought that's exactly what we were talking about.
No,
I'd be down to fuck a bitch in a wizard hat.
I'd be down too. I'd be like, let me show you my magic wand right now. It's the magic stick.
All right, I actually thought that's what you were talking about. Did I?
I got the magic in me, man.
No.
You were talking about fan fiction.
No, I was talking about this book, 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
Okay, you know what? Let's hold off on this.
Okay.
Let's do our research, not read the book, and come back next week.
You're such a tease, Jake. You're such a tease. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I am such a tease.
You skanky bitch.
I am such a skanky bitch.
Dirty hoe.
Hey.
Dripping bitch. Ooh, I'm iced out.
I'd slam you against the wall right now if you were next.
What the fuck?
You'd like that, wouldn't
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our producer.
I was taking on the pimp role. Come on. The abusive pimp. It was a joke. It's dark humor, but that's the way I do it. I'm sorry. Dark humor makes me laugh. I don't know. It makes me tick inside.
You like? I
dark
like
humor.
I like my women like I like my humor. Dark. Dark, mean, and full of bad jokes. Oof. Yeah.
All right.
Not true.
Yeah.
Whitey here, signing out.
Yep, that's us.
Yeah,
we mentioned the Twitter at Working Title Pod. We mentioned the Facebook. We mentioned the Stitcher Radio promo code.
We mentioned everybody who gave us, who talked about us. Really
gotta click that. Why did you hear about us? Banner, help us out.
We love you all.
Yeah. Mitch,
it's good. Mitch, it's good to have you back.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
And we will continue next week.
Yeah, we will.
Peace out.
Take care.
Later.